Hi, my friend, it's Pat Sloan today. We have a little smorgasbord of things today, including the premiere event, which is a parade of blocks, your blocks, from this week of the sweet childhood memories. They are amazing, plus a lot of group photos, so we will get to that in a minute. First, a tidy up challenge. So I'm going to keep this very simple, and it's kind of weird. It's maybe not tidy up, but change the needle on your machine. I missed pulling a pin the other day and nicked it. I could hear that noise when you hit that pin. So mad because I rarely hit a pin. I just didn't get it pulled far enough away. So I am going to change my needle and clean the machine. So that is my tidy up so that I can be sewing some more things, because I have a bunch of stuff sitting out here that I think I'm going to sew through this afternoon after I finish taping this, and that'll be fun with a new needle. Plus, if you have not changed your rotary blade in a while, your rotary cutter blade, do that as well. You know, just do it all. Get all your sharp tools upgraded to a new item today. All right, we have a little visit with the Gnome family, just a short one. Let's take a look. The Gnome family, Norm, Nanette, Baby Bob, and little Lucy have all arrived in New York, and they went by train. So our ambassador Suzanne went down to the station and picked them up. There they are. The luggage must be on the side, right? They're traveling light. Now she thought the best thing to do would be to have them go and say hello to their cousins, because they haven't seen their cousins in a long time. So she took them to go and visit with their owl cousin in the forest. Look at this. Look at this. So, oh my goodness, that must be Pete the snake. You got a cousin Pete? Yeah. That's him. There he is. And there's a little fox over there. I love that quilt. Look at those beautiful flowers and the leaves at the top, and then the bunch of other gnome cousins all hanging out there on the edges just to visit. So they had a great time with this visit. They will be with Suzanne for a little while. She'll be doing some other adventures, and hopefully she is also meeting with our ambassador Carrie, and so they will get to visit with her as well. They will be having more adventures. So stay tuned for that. It was just a little peek to let you know where they are right now and what is going on. This is not a fast-moving adventure for the gnomes. They are taking their time. They're doing their world tour and having a relaxing event of it. All right, speaking of tour and things like that, I thought I would just tell you today a little bit about what I'm going to do, what Greg and I are going to do when we are sort of gone for about 10 days, the end of the month. We are going to go visit my mom and her husband, who live in Montana. And so we are going to drive to Montana, from Virginia to Montana, and visit for a couple days and drive back. So a big part of our trip is the driving portion. We are not taking an excessive amount of time. We're going in our car, we're staying in hotels, we don't do an RV or anything like that. So very easy, very simple, but there's not a lot of action to this. It'd be just a relaxing, long car drive, which we enjoy. We have driven cross country together several times, and it's always fun. We take some older roads, but we don't get and stop a lot, because if you do that, it would take more than 3 days to drive there, which is what it's going to take. So if we were stopping and doing this and stopping doing that, it would take a lot longer, and we just can't do that since this is so far away. My mom has just had knee replacement surgery, so hopefully she's, by the time we get there, she'll be about a month and a half from having had the surgery. So hoping that she can move around just a bit. It is what it is. But that's what we're doing. And I will be I'll be having 5 videos, Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos while I'm gone. So, there won't be one every day, because otherwise it's not a break for me to tape that many videos in advance. I would go crazy. So that's just what I'm doing. You'll hear me talk about it. And if you follow my Facebook personal page, I will share the scenery pictures. And maybe some other stuff, who knows. Okay, I've got this up here, I've left it here, and what I've been doing is shuffling the blocks around. So I thought you might like to see my thought process on what I'm doing, because these blocks are going to be sitting side by side. I'm not doing any sashing. So let's take a look. What I'm doing now is moving these blocks around just to see what the coloration is. One of the things I found is that I didn't want any kind of heavy edges like this. These corners with the red, I didn't prefer them to be right next to the red block. Let me just shuffle these a second. And you can step back and you can see, because when it's right next to the heavy block, the red, that brings, even though they're different fabric, that makes it and then there's another red like here. Do you see how that just makes a really heavy red line right into your quilt? And all you have to do is move this, and it takes a totally different look. You do not get that line happening. And so that's what I'm looking for now, as I'm looking for items where, like this has a red, the butterfly here has a red against that. That's another one I'm thinking of moving. Not sure if I feel a huge need to move that one, but that one is under observation, because it also is now touching these. And so more than likely I will move that one. I might even just shift it over, just switch these two so that it's got a little bit of separation. Looking also for, like, there's one block that reads, like this one reads very heavy color wise. And so I want it kind of surrounded more by lighter blocks so that it doesn't create like a whole heavy image in one area, a feel like it doesn't feel blocky. It can just sort of stand on its own. It's like this one and this one have some pretty strong images and not as much background, it feels like. Okay, so that's looking good. I may end up, if I'm starting to like this, sewing some of these units together. Exciting. I did no more tulips, by the way. There they are. There's what I've done so far. I need to cut the tulip fabric for a few more. So that's why there's no more. Plus, I didn't sew any. I think it's close. It's very close. And like I said, the one I might move, there might be one other one I want to move, but pretty much I think this is where it is. And so I'm going to sew charity blocks, get those up to date, and then probably sew some of these together today, and then they will have to wait then until like the next time, because I can only spend so much time on each thing. We are getting up there in numbers for the subscription of here at YouTube, the subscribers, which is free. It's a free subscription. You just register. That way you can leave comments in the chat and you get notifications. And my YouTube channel is on your list of subscribed channels, so you can find it easily. This quilt will go to one of our friends here who is a subscriber when we hit 95,000, which is less than 300 people away. Less than 300. When do you think we'll get that? When do you think we'll hit that? Will it hit it hopefully this month? Yeah? So share with your friends. Tell them to subscribe. If you have never subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell. Get in on everything, okay? So let's do the quilt parade, because, well, it's quilt block. The quilt block parade, it is from our Sweet Childhood Memories. This block that just came out, the favorite teacher block. And your stories are spectacular. I'm not repeating the stories, but I am, it's the name of everybody and your first name and your block. But it is so cool, such great creativity. So get your popcorn, let's go. We'll start out with Allison's block. Look at this beautiful floral with the plums and the gold. You know how I love that yellow and gold fabric. And here they are in the whole quilt, and she's got borders started. Look at that. Just wonderful. We have a lot of single blocks and then your groupings. And next one's from Anne Marie. Look at that's a hydrangea. I know that's a hydrangea fabric. So pretty in that crackly background and the family portrait. Oh, it's looking so good. All right, Barbara has two. Now, I don't know. I don't remember whether you were trying to decide between them, but look at her stripe. Isn't that awesome? Bree has this delightful block. I just love the little kid in the center. So cute, and she had a great story to go along about her favorite teacher. Carol has some darling little birds. I love them. They are so sweet. The butterfly's cute too. And the family grouping. Look at these. So soft and pretty. All right, what we got from Cheryl? She has all of hers grouped together, and I'm loving that pop of stripe up there. And then she's got some Eiffel Tower fabric. This is, I think, the Paris line. I made a quilt with that line. It's so pretty. Cindy's gorgeous big floral for the middle of the block, and then everybody together. And she has sashing starting, so you can see she's using the same blue, and then that blue alternated with a cream. So she's got, oh, and she's got a border on the right. Ah, awesome. I love that burgundy. See, Cindy has her center black and red with some white. And look at the stripe. She did a square and a square for the center of the block. Several of you did a little bit more in the center. And then all of her red, white, and black blocks together. They are fabulous. You can see her sashing. She has a little bit of a variety like I'm doing. Just several different shades of the reds. It looks like mostly reds and then some black. Connie's are beautiful. She has a yellow background, burgundies and teals, and so kind of a peachy brown. So pretty. Cynthia found fish. She's got fish in her quilt. How cute is that? And I can't wait to see her whole quilt. Debbie found this beautiful fabric. Look at the Dalmatians. Love you forever. Look how sweet that is. And Deborah's got this gorgeous, I don't know, like meadow. That's the word I'm looking for. It's kind of like a meadow fabric, like with the butterflies and all the pretty flowers. See, Dina, she's got books in the center. She said definitely talking about her favorite teacher means talking about books. That's just perfect in there. I love it. Diana found another kind of school fabric. That's funny. They're back to back here. So it's like the paper with the script on it. That's super cool too. Donna's is working hers in a beautiful pink and black. Look at that fabric. And wait for it. Look at it all together. Look at her fussy cutting for the squares, for the sashing squares. That's awesome. Love that plaid tulip too. Very good. Dottie's center fabric is so pretty. I love that. Kind of folk art feel, and then all together. And she's going for teal, a lot of teal sashing, and then gold and creams for her little squares. Let's see, who do we have next? Gail. Gail has this beautiful, beautiful floral in the middle. It looks like William Morris type fabric. And then I like the plaid, the blue plaid on there. That's where I have a stripe, but the plaid is really good. John found turtles. Oh my goodness, I love the turtles. And note how he did his background in a print in that, it's probably all the same fabric line. And then he did a light for all the half square triangles. That's really effective, like reversing that. Karen's is super cute with this winter scene with the darling little snowmen and the red and the blue on the outside. Katie has turtles, more turtles, and this looks like a batik for hers, and then she has got them all in the quilt as well. Look at that. Look at the blue. So her background is all blue for the blocks. Beautiful. That is really nice. Kimberly is pinky reds, and that's a fabric I use for the Jolly Bar. So nice. I love it. Okay, Linda has, let's see, her single block here with peach tones. That's really pretty. Those are batiks. And then the whole quilt, all the blocks so far, and also all in batiks. Oh, they're looking good. She has it on a brown background, so I don't know if that's a sashing she's thinking about using or it's just her design wall at the moment. Marion, look at that floral for the center. That is spectacular. And she kept her whole frame the same fabric, so there you can see how that looks. Marianne's single block has small butterflies just fluttering all around with purple. And then the whole grouping together, she's using a lot of teal, and then sort of a, looks like a really cool dot for in her checkerboard. Here's Mary number 1. There's 2 Marys back. Oh, no, this is, no, the other one's a Mary Jean. Okay, so this is Mary's. I love this soft print in the middle. And then look at her fussy cut, the stripe. Very effective. And this is Mary Jean's with the butterfly. I'm sorry, the bees, the bumblebees. And then I like that plus sign fabric for around the edge. Mary Jo's has using my birdsong fabric, and she also fussy cut the little inner border there. So good, looks fabulous. Melissa's, look at that chevron, so cool, very, very effective. Michelle has this super fun center fabric. I love those, like little kaleidoscopes, don't they? With the peach then, the peach looks really, really good. Mindy's, I'll do the single, then her family block, sunflowers, and then she also has stripes, which are so cool. She's got them going just the same direction, so they are really nice. And then all together, look at this, and she has a lot of it with that really light green background. That's very pretty. I like that light green. I have to do that sometime. Pamela, she's got a single block here with, I love that taupe. That really pulls that out from the center fabric. And then all together, so you can see how her color palette is, that teals and grays and navies. And I'm not sure if it's navy or maybe dark teal. It's hard to tell. It's really pretty. Patricia has butterflies. I think it's butterfly season, right? And polka dots. Go for the dots. Got to go for the dots. We've got some, who is this? Peggy. This is Peggy's, and she has the dolphins. Oh, this is fabulous. Now I can't wait to see the rest of the quilt. Oh, wait, I get to see it next. Hold on. There it is. No, this is a different Peggy. Sorry. Peggy, the second Peggy. She's got K Facets fabrics here, and look at that great big mum in the center. And then this Peggy has sent a picture of all of her blocks together. They are looking super good. It's so fun to work with those big prints like that. Let's see, we've got Sarah single block with the teal, and that's a beautiful fabric in the middle. And then she has a whole grouping. Look at that, when it starts to really come together. Teal and peach, some pops of gold, little coral, darker corals. I love it. Sharon has more butterflies and purple and yellow. This is perfect. Those colors just look perfect. Sonia's single block with the stripes. Stripes for the win. You cannot go wrong with stripes. Cannot. And then the whole, all the blocks together. And she's using a light aqua for her sashing and then some darker checker in the checkerboard. This is so gorgeous. And she has, I think, a particular fabric line that she's pulling from a lot of that. So this next one is Sue Ellen's with the butterflies and the ladybugs. I love the blue fabric she has around the borders. That looks really good. Stephanie sent all of hers together with the trucks. These are the dump truck fabrics. This is fantastic. Look at that. So good. So you can use a novelty print and it turns out so fabulous. Just a few more. Susan's has this gorgeous big pink butterfly, and I love the stripe. That stripe looks fantastic there. Susan sent, okay, this is the stripe to win all stripes, all the way around. That is so effective. And the buttons in the middle. Okay, now I want you to think, look at this, look at the fabric she's using, because she is doing an excellent study in using fabric again and again in the blocks and how effective it is. Okay, here it comes. All her blocks together. Those buttons, that button fabric is spectacular. It really makes this quilt come together. And then she's using the kind of dark burgundy in all the sashing spots. Just, this is excellent. More of that stripe in that one there. Oh yeah, the stripe in those buttons. Just such a great job. Okay, two more. Teresa's has this beautiful paisley, and I love her background.
That is really, really pretty. And the navy really sets it off. And the last one is from Tracy, who took her leftover corners. This is a gorgeous block, that teal with the orange. But then she took a lot of the leftovers, like half square triangles, and made this extra block for the middle. Perfect. It's just perfect. Thank you, everybody, for sharing.
One of the great things about this block is that great big center. So, I mean, this is what? So it's like, yeah, it's a 6.5-inch center. So like one of these socialite blocks could fit in that center here. But remember, I also do a bonus layout, and I just did a table runner because I thought this would be a super fun way to do a May table runner. Just to take this pattern and do the 3 blocks, take some fabulous fabric that you have, use it for the centers and the border, you know, look through your stash. So I am putting this down semi-officially in pencil for us to do a runner in March. I think that that would be a really really fun way to explore our fabric, look at what we have, and do something fun. Yeah, you got to do something fun. Okay, I have a little mail call. This one is, first one's from Barbara in South Carolina. So Barbara in South Carolina sent me this little goodie bag, and it starts out with Peep stickers. Oh my goodness, I definitely have to, look, I have to get them out and stick them in my notebook like right now. They are so cute, Barbara. And then she found, she sent me some fabrics. Look at the little chicks. Look how cute this is. This is blend fabric called On This Farm, but look how adorable that is. And then here's some other chicks. Oh, those are so cute. This one is a motive fabric from Sweet Fire Road called Break of Day. Break of Day. Look how cute they are. And oh my goodness, a typewriter print. A typewriter print. Oh, does it have to say who that one's by? Let's see, I'll tell you first, because, you know, I have to know the edge is really cute. Oh my goodness, the edge has. This is from Stacy. No, this is from Lisa Flowers Paintbrush Studio, and called from fall 2021. But look at the typewriters. And aqua. Ah, so darling, so darling. And she sent me a cute card too. I love it. Mwah. And the other one, my friend Judy, who is local, she did the red and white Harrisonburg that we showed in the parade of quilts. So she and I had a coffee the other day, and she gave me one of her favorite chocolates. And this is Minnock. Is that how you pronounce that? Minonck. Anyways, it is from cunninghamscandies.com in Illinois. So look, it's called a whip, and she said it's caramel dipped, you know, like caramel on a stick dipped in chocolate. Anything on a stick, right? It's like festival food then if it's on a stick. All right, my friend. Be sure that you change a needle in your machine, clean your machine, and change your rotary cutter blade today for your Tidy Up Challenge. Because, you know, sometimes it just gets a little long and we haven't done that. And wish me luck on how much of this, and here's the status of the rest of those 3 panels for the charity quilt. So those are on my agenda. Got to get those done. Oh, before I forget, I almost forgot. My Happy Easter table runner from my holiday book. Yes, with the carrots. Had to show you this. If you have a Easter holiday quilt that you want to share today on the weekend, please do that. Also, an oldie but a goodie that many of you have done is the carrot table runner. This was American Patchwork and Quilting Magazine. It's on their website. Just, if I have a link, I'll put it in the description box below. I think I can get a link still for it. But there's sew and flip. I think they were, yeah. So it's just so darn cute, right? Carrots. So it's carrots for the win today. Share your Easter quilts in the group. So I love you. Mwah. Have a wonderful Easter. I'll see you online.